welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
You get a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from the Windy City. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Right away, they're coming after it, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. Gervon Dexter in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive.
Mike, you said it. You mentioned just how loud it was, the energy in this building leading up to the opening kickoff. And with a sack like that on the first play of the game, this crowd's only going to get louder. And, man, we can feel it all the way up here in the booth.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. He's got it! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play. Tua to Tyree. 33 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Tua now on 3rd down. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. Open man, Malik Washington. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
I don't mind the call, giving it to the fullback, thinking he can just kind of plow his way through and pick up the first down. But what you're not expecting is for him to actually lose yardage, and that's exactly the case here. Now changes things a little bit now as they face this third down.
3rd and 2. Tagovailoa. He's got it at the 7. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That one, take it in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short. Okay, you fail. I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 3rd down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly.
And he will score. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Sanders here for the extra point. He's got it. And the Dolphins move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Scott now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
Now a screen set up for Achane.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now, after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Now it's Tua. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on 4th down, the Dolphins turn to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. Quick throw on the RPO is complete, and he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. He'll step up and run this. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half,
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Williams. Got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal. That's a 2nd charge timeout to Chicago. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throw it again. It's Williams. He'll be forced outright, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Finding room across midfield. And he will go all the way. Come on, touchdown, Miami. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right end. Touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That one complete to Moore. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Off play action. Here's Williams. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Waste of time.
Now Williams. The second down throw is incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
To throw, it's Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, Malik Washington. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Devon Achane ready to take the field with the rest of his Miami offensive teammates. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Tua on the fake, gets it to Waddle. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And I don't think he got there, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tua. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Run the draw with Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd, they need 8. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. What a throw. Malik Washington. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot, and with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Dolphins will extend this third quarter lead. All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll get about 2. Plays made on defense by Jordan Brooks. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Williams. He's going to run it.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Throwing is Williams. That's to the tight end, Komet. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. 38 yards.
you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he will do it himself. He's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Washington now to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Now, Tua and the Miami offense head out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
The first run for Alexander Madison. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Third down and 9. A shotgun snap for Tua. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Punt team headed out for the Dolphins as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And he overhit that just a bit. Lands beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On second down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. The Dolphins offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Tua, give it to Achane. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. It is 2nd and 6. Tua gonna hold on to this. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Throwing on third down, Tungo Bailoa.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Williams now to throw. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Chicago. They'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now he'll run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. He'll check this down to Swift. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Second and 6 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Williams. He'll step up and run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Dolphins. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And this one really all over but the shouting. 1 timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here for the visiting Dolphins. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.